Hi there YouTube, I wanted to do a drugstore makeup tutorial for Valentine's, and most of the products I am going to be using are brand new to my collection or newer to my collection. I do have a few things that I'll have to use that are old because I don't have everything drugstore new. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is this L'Oreal Micellar Cleansing Water. It is for normal to oily skin. It's supposed to help purify and mattify, so I'm just going to go ahead and give my face a nice canvas, nice clean canvas. I did just take a shower, but I'm going to go ahead and just cleanse my face, and since it says it helps to mattify, I'm an oily skin girl. The weather here in Houston has been so unpredictable. It's been so hot. And I'm just going to go ahead and cleanse my face so that I can have a nice fresh canvas to work with. I don't have a drugstore primer for my eyelids, so I'm just going to take this eyelid primer from NARS. Sorry, it's just what I've been trying to use up. It's just a nice deluxe sample, so I'm trying to use this up. And if you have any recommendations for drugstore primers, please let me know. I feel like this primer really lets me down. Like, I don't feel it's as good as Too Faced. It took me years to get through my Too Faced primer, and so I'm a little like, I want to get through these other primers that I own, but like, I want to go back to Too Faced because I haven't found a primer that does the job on my eyelids. If you sign up for BH Cosmetics, they constantly send out coupon codes. So they had sent out a really decent coupon code, so I decided to pick up the Sculpt and Blend 3 set, and I'm going to be trying out all of those brushes today. So let me just go into this palette here. This is the NYX Ultimate Warm Neutrals palette. Right up my alley. Singing my song right here. So I'm just going to go into this matte shade. I'm going to take this little flat brush right here, and this is called the Precision Flat Blending Brush. So I'm just going to go ahead and take that and set that primer. So I have not used this palette yet, so I don't know how it performs. Honestly, I'm not seeing too much on my eyelids there. Now I see a little bit. I'm like, where's the shadow here? I'm putting it on my eyelid and I don't see it. Okay. So just setting my eyelids with that cream shade. So in order to get the free shipping from BH Cosmetics, I had to order $50 worth of products. So I picked up this Eye Essentials brush set from them. This is a 7-piece brush set. I only paid $7 for it. And I'm gonna go ahead and use these brushes to do my eyes. So I am going to take this 104, which is the angled blending brush. Okay, so I'm gonna go into this orangey typical blending shade here that we all like to put in our crease. Actually, I'm gonna go into this lighter shade right here, and I'm going to put that high up on my eyelid as a transition shade here. I do notice that a lot of powder is being kicked around. I don't know if I'm an eyeshadow snob, but honestly, I don't own a lot of drugstore eyeshadows because I feel like they just don't perform some of my higher end ones. The color arrangement is beautiful. It's just what I love, but so far I'm not impressed. I have a girlfriend here that loves this palette, or she talked about it, she liked it, but I don't know, I think I'm an eyeshadow snob and this is just not performing the way I want it to. Okay, so, I mean, a lot of powder is being kicked around. So next I'm going to go into that deeper shade down here. Apply that below the shade I just applied. So applying that above my crease. I'll have to play with this some more, maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's the brushes. The brushes seem nice. Seem, like they're doing what they're meant to do. Pretty sure it's not the brushes. I've never had an issue with the BH brushes. Never. BH eyeshadows, on the other hand, yes. I don't care for BH eyeshadows. The only palette I own from BH, I got rid of every other palette. The only palette I own from BH is the Carly Bible palette. Everything else I have given away because I just don't feel like the BH eyeshadows perform well. So I don't think it's the brushes. I'm pretty sure it's the shadows. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this small shader brush, and I'm going to go into this deeper color over here. It's a brown, but it has a red hue to it. And I'm going to put that on my outer portion of my lids. And the inner portion. I mean, this brush is pretty fantastic, so... And this color is performing a lot better. And this is a denser brush, so I don't know if I just need denser brushes or what to make these shadows perform like I need them to. Taking the tip, dipping it in there, and then connecting the two shades. Going into that previous, with that previous brush and blending that out. Going into this 101 is called blending brush. Just a clean blending brush, and taking that above that top shade and blending everything out. So next I'm going to go in with this 102. This is called the large shader brush. Just one of those densely packed type brushes. I'm wetting it with this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray. And I'm gonna go in this shade here. There it is. Gonna go back with this brush into those deeper shades and just kind of blending that. Taking the brush above that with nothing on it. Again, blending everything out. And then with that other blending brush, blend it all out. Okay, so now that my eyes are done, let's move on to face. I picked up this Eco Tools blending sponges. They're so awesome. It is dirty because I have used it once before. So I am going to try the new L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Full Coverage Weightless Fill. This is in number 305 Natural Beige. I have no idea if this shade is going to suit me. Let's just be honest here. It's so hard to pick out drugstore foundations. It is for me because I'm kind of that in between. Like, I am very olive tone, very yellow tone, and a lot of drugstore foundations always come in pink tones. And then I'm not dark, I'm not tan, I'm not light, I'm not medium. Like, I'm in between. Like, I can be medium, but I can be tan. I don't know. It's just very hard. But I'm going to try this out. See how I feel about it. It does come with like this needle nose applicator. So I'm just going to apply this to the sponge, hoping that this is my color. If not, we're going to have to work some magic here. Okay, so let's just go. Probably a little light for me, but maybe it will, well, it is a little light for me. Maybe it will oxidize. I can tell you that this is a very full coverage foundation. Like, whoa. Yeah, this is full coverage. Okay, so I needed to apply a little bit more. Oh my god, this is looking crazy. This is some full coverage stuff here. So if you hear like a buzz tone, I apologize. It's so hot here in Houston. And I am just breaking out everywhere because it's gonna be that time. The way this sponge fits underneath your eyes and like into the crevices is awesome. So this is a little too light for me. I should have gone a shade darker. I'm just going to try to remedy this by applying lots of bronzer. It's very full coverage, and yeah, it's very full coverage. So we'll see how it lasts on my skin. Alright, so that is all blended out. So I am just going to do my brows now. I picked up from L'Oreal, I have the Brow Stylist Definer, I have the Brow Stylist Plumper, and I also have one more product from them. This is the Brow Stylist Kabuki Blender. I don't like this one, the Kabuki Blender. I don't like it because it's so fat. So what I've been doing is basically using this to lay down some color. It is like super duper fat. And then I will take a spoolie and kind of run this through my brows. And then next I take the Stylist Definer. Okay, I am going to take this little flat brush that I got. This is from, I don't remember what it's from. I got this a set from Ross. I got it from Ross or TJ Maxx. And I'm gonna go into my concealer. Normally I don't do this step. Like, honestly, I don't do this step because I just feel, actually, I'm gonna apply this underneath my eyelid first. And I'm just taking this because this is the only, one of the only drugstore concealers I own is this one from Revlon. It's the Age Defying. I'm just using this. Okay, and then I'm gonna use this 138, which is called the Small Angled Buffer Brush, to buff this out. That did a really nice job of blending all of that out really easily. Okay, so now I'm taking that same little flat definer brush and I'm gonna go ahead and define underneath my eyelids because, or underneath my brows, because that freaking Stylist Kabuki is all over the place. I know you're supposed to do this step like before you apply all your eyeshadow, but I just didn't because I didn't know that my brows were gonna look so crazy from that stupid Kabuki. Like I said, normally I don't do this. Normally I don't mind having bushy eyebrows, but the way that my eyes looked were horrible. I'm gonna blend the shadow back up. Let's set underneath my eyelids. That was, so this is the RCMA No Color Powder, whatever it's called. And I'm just using that same brush I used to blend out to set underneath my eyelids. Oh, so let's work on our eyes still. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into my palette and I'm going to take this brush from the Sculpt set. I'm gonna take the brush from the Sculpt set. I'm taking this 141, which is the large shadow brush, and I'm going into the orangey shade here. I'm gonna go underneath my eyes. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back into that small shader brush and go into that dark color that we put on the outer corners here, and basically mirror that into that light shade that we put in the center. Put it into the center. And then put it in the inner corner also. And I feel like that's a little too dark in my inner corner, so I'm going to go into this light color up here, this light shimmery shade, with my finger and just kind of bring some light right there. Excuse me. Okay, and then I'm going to take this brush here from the eyepiece, or the 7-piece, and this is the 105 pencil brush and going to take that shimmer shade on the pencil brush and just put a, whoa, that one was pigmented. See, I don't know, this, I'm just putting it underneath my arch here. The thing is, like, this one's pigmented, this one was a struggle, that one was a struggle. I don't understand this palette. It's hit and miss. Like, the matte shades have been beautiful. Okie dokie. Okay, so I am going to go into this Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, and I can tell you that I don't like it. I prefer the pink one over the black one. Okay, so I'm just going to take this ColourPop eyeliner, and what are you called? Swerve, and apply that to my tight line. And I'm just putting that eyeliner on the outer edge of my eyelashes. I like to apply eyeliner to the outer corners to make my eyes even more almond. That was ColourPop Swerve, so still keeping with the affordable makeup here. And then I'm applying this mascara, which I said, it's not that it's a bad mascara, it's just, I need more volume, and this is like for, I don't know, I don't feel like it gives me enough volume. The Honey Dude, it's just a nude eyeliner, and apply it in my waterline. I need to set my foundation, and the only drugstore setting powder I have is from Milani, and so I'm just going to take the number 137, which is called the large angled buffer brush, and use this to set the places that I would crease. So and then I'm going to take the number 135 blending definer brush. Kind of like a flat top kabuki, but it's kind of has a it's kind of concaved. Just using this to lightly set that foundation. And I know I'm looking ghostly white, but I will fix all of that in a minute, people. Don't you worry. Don't you worry your pretty little heads off. Okay. So, I don't own any drugstore bronzers other than my Jane Cosmetics one, and so I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use the 137 again, the large angled buffer brush. I'm gonna use this to contour with. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the 133 tapered face brush. This is a really nice brush, and use this to bronze with. So just to warm up my face. Then I'm going to go into this Palladio baked blush, and it is in Choc-au-lait, and just a really pretty color. And I'm going to take this brush, which is the number 134 blush brush. So pretty, and I just barely tapped my brush into this because I didn't know how pigmented it would be. Okay, and then because to me that looks a little bit harsh right here, just taking that brush that I used to put the setting powder and just kind of diffusing it a little bit. Okay, so there is a brush that is meant for highlighting, and this is called the highlight brush. This is the number 140. So I bought these Maybelline shadows from HEB. They were $3.99 each, and then it was buy one get one free. So I couldn't pass that up, right? I went in with the intention of getting the Nude Glow, because Melissa Alatorre talked about it, but I ended up with both of them, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and use this one, the Glow Down first. It looks like a gold, and of course it comes with that what do you call those sponges, sponge applicators, but this looks like it's going to be a nice, yeah. Whoa, you see that? And this is what I bought them with the intention of using them as highlights because Melissa Alatorre raved about them as a highlight, and she was right. These are the new formulas that Maybelline came out with. They do have a little shimmer to them, so don't know how I feel about that. You can't deny that shimmer. Okay, so let me put another coat of mascara because I'm not gonna do falsies because I gotta go pick up my daughter, and I don't want to look like a crazy mother with false lashes on. So the other day, I was at Ulta and my friend Prissy said you need to get brown blush, the new mattes from Maybelline, and I picked it up. And I have to tell you, it's a beautiful, beautiful shade. The Maybelline lipsticks are so comfortable. That is it. I feel like once the L'Oreal color kind of settled down a little bit, it is still a little bit light, but you know, what am I gonna do? I can't do anything about that. I picked up the wrong color, but I feel like the NYX palette was kind of hit and miss. I'm liking so far what I'm seeing with the L'Oreal Infallible Coverage. The Maybelline shadow performed really easily, really well. I would say stay away from the Maybelline Sensational Luscious Full Fan Effect Mascara. If you're looking for a good drugstore mascara from Maybelline, I would say go for the Falsies one or the one that's just the plain pink one. I believe it's just the Lash Sensational Mascara. That one is a really nice one also. Now, I was disappointed with this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Kabuki, but I really do enjoy the other two products, the Brow Plumper, which I didn't use. Let me go ahead and use that now. It comes with a very small brush here. So that was the Brow Stylist Plumper. It just helps to hold your eyebrows in place. And then the Brow Stylist Definer I really like. I just feel like I like my pomades better because my pomades are really quick. This one you have to like really work with. Make sure you get every little spot. But it is a good eyebrow pencil. This blush from Palladio. So pretty. So pretty. Very pretty. I think I put a little more right there. Yes, very beautiful blush. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and set everything. One thing really quickly, the micellar water that I used in the beginning, I noticed that my face felt very flat. Like it didn't feel like, sometimes just the oils build up really quickly when I start applying my makeup, and I noticed like when I go to apply stuff that it just like it just felt dry. It didn't feel, I don't know how to explain it. I think it did what it was supposed to do. It really like the end result, even though I struggled a little bit with this palette, but here it is. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.